First ever Washington DC lobbyist with Down syndrome came to Bismarck this week.
Yeah, new this morning, Kayla Mckeon spoke at the Legislative Training Institute workshop, which educates people with disabilities on how the government works.
Aaron Fields went to that workshop and spoke with Mckeon. Hi there, Aaron.
Good morning, Tim and Alicia. I attended the third annual Legislative Training Institute workshop, where Mckeon and other volunteers led a group in mock legislative exercises. Over 100 North Dakotans with disabilities were in attendance. The focus was on how they could be more active in state governments.
We have the same wants and needs as everybody else.
Kayla Mckeon became the first ever registered Washington DC lobbyist with Down syndrome this past year. She used her platform in politics to advocate for the rights of people with disabilities.
I love my job where I get to speak to senators, congressmen and women, making history for those that are differently abled as well as individuals with Down syndrome.
She's a guest speaker at the third annual legislative training workshop. Meeting manager of the event, Judy DeWitt, says the event resembles a real legislative process.
They study the system, they write the bills, they argue the bills, they discuss why they should have them, and in that process they learn how they might make their intentions and their knowledge of their issues better known to the legislators.
Mckeon acted as Madam Secretary.
Where I help pass or kill a bill if needed. Like we did yesterday, we got kind of heated. But that aside is a way for self-advocates to become empowered, to help them recognize what the bill is and help them pass on.
Mckeon says she's gotten great feedback from participants. She also offered one last piece of advice for people with disabilities.
Maybe you can't be a doctor, but maybe you can work in the office and work your way up. We have so much potential and we want to showcase our abilities and our disabilities. And we want to use our own voice, because if somebody does it for us, we're not going to learn anything.
The workshop concludes today at noon, but I was kind of starstruck when I first saw her because I've seen her on the Today Show and all that, but she really is an inspirational person. And yesterday when I was at the workshop, you could tell everyone was getting into it. I was getting into it, so she's doing a really good job right now.
Just a lot for everybody to learn.
Total inspiration. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks for sharing that.